This is Fandomlive after a long absence of being online.
You've been watching Star Trek a lot.
Yeah. We were very overwhelmed by the fantastic movie.
I've seen it 7 times.
And this is the point of today's segment, because this is Fandom Live's review episode where we review our views on the...
But before anything else, we'd like to thank the people who make this show possible. Our friends over at SunGame.com, makers of Sun Island, the new virtual world where you can play games, listen to music, meet your friends, and well, catch your previous episodes. So do join the open beta and discover the whole new world waiting for you. Alright, there's our marker.
So, Star Trek, the movie, brought to us by the people who made Lost, Alias, and
Cloverfield.
Cloverfield.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible 3, I think.
Views. Let's start with you, Rocky.
I loved it. Very quickly, I really loved the movie, and it was an amazing reboot of the series, really. I mean, we've seen a...
What?
Reboot.
Oh, okay.
We've seen a lot of reboots recently of a lot of different franchises. Many of them very painful, and this one actually worked for me. Mark?
I love the Easter eggs. I loved it. As a diehard Star Trek fan, I really have to give... I really have to commend J.J. Abrams for a beautiful movie, and he redeemed himself, in my personal opinion, after his failure of Mission Impossible 3.
Well, speaking as a non-Trekkie, or I don't even follow much with J.J. Abrams, I did enjoy the movie, pretty much, so, there. You? That's all I have to say.
Short and sweet.
Well, for those who follow Fandom Live, you would recognize me as the idiot in the Idiot's Guide to Star Trek. Yes, I'm still in black.
Improper code, so yeah. But,
and for a idiot, I actually did enjoy the movie. I've long been more of a Star Wars fan, more than a
It's okay.
Trekkie or a Trekker, or is there a new term for it now?
There is a new term?
I'm not sure. But the movie was exciting. The young, fresh cast brought a new energy to the series. You had what's his name as Kirk, Chris Pine. You had Zachary Quinto as Spock. Chekhov was played by. Stop playing with
Anthony Elton, the guy from
Terminator.
There will be our next review. And ultimately, all these new faces, young cast, brought so much new energy to the show. It was a beautiful springboard to develop the series further for the new fans, but at the same time, it paid respects to the old series. It paid respects to the old movies. It paid respects to the old way of how the show was done. Everything from the red shirts to the
Everything German.
realize you are a red shirt.
See, I'm expendable in the show.
To the little touches, the tribbles, the...
You didn't see the... You have to look for the tribble.
Wait, look for the tribble?
Well, you'll hear it before you see it.
But definitely, ultimately, even the music, where they had small touches of the original theme, but still gave it enough of a twist to sound fresh. The movie was fantastically made. For all those who are hoping to make reboots or reimaginations of any series,
This is how you should do it.
the best example of how it should be done.
Not that we only want people to constantly remake stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it'd be nice to have original ideas too.
Yeah.
But if you really have to do it, or really feel passionate about something, this is a great way to reboot a series so that it's still accessible to both the original fans and to a new fan base.
So, I guess we might as well go into ratings. Casting.
So, I want to ask the guys who actually follow the original series, how did the new cast perform in this new movie? I mean, their portrayal, is it as accurate as they should be?
Yes! With full enthusiasm, yes.
Well, I would say accurate as in totally, as in they did an exact duplicate of the original show. That would be parody. But they did, put a lot of effort into trying to capture sort of the essence or little touches from their original 1960s counterpart. So, key lines were inserted here and there. Even some of the mannerisms, a lot of the jokes, the personality quirks were captured rather well. at the same time, they try to make, add a little new spin to it sometimes.
So you didn't see Zachary Quinto as the Sylar persona portraying Spock, or
Did he play Sylar?
in what show? Or John as what's his name, Harold from the
Well,
Harold and
to be
Kumar
honest,
movie.
during the trailers, I actually couldn't take John Cho seriously.
Okay.
Even seeing the trailers. It was only after seeing the movie that I could see him as a serious actor.
Well, I don't know about the serious actor. No, I'm kidding. It is John Cho, but there are a lot of things in trying to separate them from any previous incarnations you may have seen them. I guess it kind of helped that even though they are sort of established actors in their own right, they weren't really like really big name stars that would really distract you from the series, and you're thinking, oh, it's really Indiana Jones, or I don't know, whatever. So
it was close enough into the technique of casting nobodies. I mean, they're stars in their own right. Chris Pine has appeared in Just My Luck and all the other romantic comedies.
I think that you know this.
Carl Urban has appeared in Lord of the Rings. Of course, there's the show in the
Harold and Kumar.
yeah, I keep thinking White Castle. But the fact that they don't readily get connected in your brain as those characters helps.
Yeah.
I mean, if they had Brad Pitt, for example, as Kirk, you'd be struggling not to see Brad Pitt as Kirk. So, music-wise, as mentioned earlier, there were nice touches.
I love the music score of it.
Okay, who hated the flashes? The light flashes, overexposures.
Well,
light,
I
light
don't
aimed
have
at camera
epilepsy, so it wasn't that bad. But
Well, put it this way. One of the things I love about Star Trek is the technology. And with all of that camera movement and everything, I sort of felt
that you need to move to the left.
that
That you need to move to the left. No, you need to move to the left.
No, but
we need a flare, right?
Yeah, we need a flare. But honestly, I felt that I would have wanted to see more of the Kelvin's bridge and of the Enterprise's bridge, and more shots of that rather than the constant close-up into the characters' faces and sudden moves of the camera angle. That if you see the stills, you see how beautiful the sets were. And I felt that the camera angles didn't really complement on how beautiful the sets and the props were.
Well, and I guess Abrams was trying to present this really more from a character point of view. That's what he was really trying to drive. Not get distracted by technology, which you have to admit, a lot of recent Treks, in terms of the TV shows, really got into.
The technobabble.
Yeah, how you have to have everything on this variance and whatnot, the exact nature of the shield. It kind of made it harder for newer fans to get into. So I guess he was really trying to position it as a character piece. So
Okay,
there is that.
We're down to our last minute, so let's just quickly go through ratings. Visuals, out of 5 Federation planets. Well, how'd you rate it?
Weird rating.
I'd give it a 4.5.
Come
Planet?
on.
Visuals?
Visuals, camera angles as well.
Yeah.
He gives it a minus 0.5.
I give it a 5 as well. Music,
5.
5. Yeah.
5.
Great compliment.
Casting,
5.
Still 5.
even Winona Ryder was incredible.
Yeah,
Surprisingly,
she's
so
really-
5.
And she didn't look like, Winona Ryder, but she was
And,
really good.
and I guess the last thing that we'll have 20 seconds to ask is, are you hoping there'll be more? A TV series or a next movie with the same cast?
There's already a sequel.
Already?
J.J. Abrams signed on for a sequel already.
Will Khan be in it?
That is rumored to be so.
But what if they have Kermit instead?
Alright, but generally, we would like to see more. More Star Trek.
And if you want to share any comments, ideas, questions, and food for Nick, just send this to this address that's showing on the screen right now. And
Beaming onto your screen.
And keep in mind, there's no harm in loving Star Trek if you love Star Trek. This is Fandomlive saying bye.
Bye.
Bye.